Boom, baby. Happy Monday. We are live. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Interview with a Man, episode 194. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of this show, and we're having an awards ceremony. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be firing up the phone lines, talking about just what happened with the year, what I learned, and I'm going to be giving away a couple of awards to guys in the community. So, you're going to want to tune in for that one. Let's call in and set up the phone lines right now. Today's episode is going to be, it's going to be spicy. Let's make our call to the old British lady, shall we?
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
Here we go.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important...
Your show is scheduled to start in 19 seconds.
Yo, call on in. 657-383-1318. Line is open. Call in, say what's up.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bing bong. There we go. We're good to go.
Blog
We're
Talk
live on
Radio.
every front now. Actually, I lied. I've got to fire up the Instagram. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about freaky sex, man. And getting her addicted to you. And more importantly, it's a term, I don't know if you guys, I bring up this term, and it seems that the terminology is slightly beyond some of you, but to turn her out, right? Turning her out means like bringing out her super freaky sexual side, right? Because you have to remember this, like, first and foremost, it's very rare just to be a guy. Let me set up this thing here. To get her addicted. Okay, here we go. It's one thing to be a guy who gets it, who has his shit together, like knows how to date, how to talk to women, whatever, right? But it's a whole other level. If you got your muscles sorted, you got your money sorted, you got your game sorted, and you can lay down some fucking pipe, dude, you will never, ever have to worry about not having a woman in your life. It is that simple. Let me go to the chat, see what's up with everybody here. Eric Von Weedle, what's up? Mike with the Tyler Durden icon, what's up? Christian Martin, what's up? Tony S, what's up? Julian, what's up? Tony, making them crypto dollars with me or what? Rafi, what's up? Nigerian Don, what's up? John P, what up? Angelo, I had a dream that today was Mummification Monday. Today is Mummification Monday. Red Pill Mamba, what's up? Mike T, what's up? Oh God. Yeah, so today in the Masculine Empowerment Network Body Language Mastery webinars, this morning we have a member in our community who was an adult film star, and he had sex for a living. He's going to be giving a presentation on how to last longer in bed, how to have more higher quality sex, and, just good overall sexual education in every single sense of the word. Then we got tonight, Vince from Masculine Geek is going to be talking about the safeties and intricacies of BDSM, and then also he's going to be doing a live demonstration of mummification. 2020, boys, we're mummifying these hoes, and if you guys saw on my Instagram, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but I went to the Tokyo fetish festival. You can follow me here on Instagram, Modern Life Dating, right? And I usually put it on my stories. I think my story it's expired by now, but you can find me here. And there's a woman. There's like this machine that was like vacuum suctioning this woman, and she was getting off on it sexually. So 2020, we're mummifying these hoes. We're vacuum suctioning these hoes. 443, what's up? Thanks for calling in.
What's up, John? It's Scott.
Hey, buddy, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got I had after the pain medicine ran out for the surgery, I kind of had a setback, and I could no longer participate very well.
Are you okay?
But I'm doing good, man. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that's good.
I'm good. I've been watching. I've been listening. I can't wait to be mummifying these hoes. I actually had a girl over last night. With my nose all messed up. Like, my nose is completely messed up, and I can't breathe at all. So I was like, you have to do all the work, because I don't, like, there's stitches and shit in my nose. And I ended up just banging her as hard as I could.
Good man.
And it was like, and so what was the title of your episode today?
How to get her.
I read it, but I can't
How to get her
remember.
addicted to you with freaky sex. We're just gonna talk about turning girls out, and just how, you know, I got a friend that's a dog, and he's a nasty dog. But these girls, like, he brings out the feral side of these women, and I want to talk about that because, oh man, everybody thinks these chicks are sugar and spice and all things nice, but if you peel back just a few layers, you're gonna see some shit that that'll haunt your dreams.
Yeah, see, like, I've always had decent game. Like, I had good, like, beta game before, but, like, I was young and, like, I didn't really care, but I was, like, good looking enough to get away with it.
Right.
But now that you've taught me, like, these few, well, I knew some of the red pill stuff before I met you, but, like, there's some stuff in the masculine empowerment group that I've learned, like, just overall themes and stuff that I've kind of imprinted into myself at this point. That, like, it's dangerous how much knowledge I have now.
Good.
It's almost dangerous. I mean, it's like I can see everything before it's happening in real time, and it's just like, and as far as with the girls, it's like I used to pay attention to them after sex and stuff. And, like, the last couple of weeks, I've been like, let's see what happens if I just kick them the fuck out. And, like, how they react. And, like, almost as an experiment. And, like, they're obsessed. Like the girl last night, she texted me all morning, like, asking if she could do anything to help me, asking if she wanted me to bring me anything. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, like, all I had to do was ignore the fuck out of her and kick her out.
Yep.
And it's like, what do you think about the games yesterday? Did you watch?
I did not watch. I mean, I watched the highlights because they were at 5 a.m. and then 8 a.m. But I was sad that the Titans lost, But honestly, Patrick Mahomes is going to win the fucking Super Bowl. Let's be honest here. That guy's just on. Yeah. He plays quarterback so well. That's an X Factor quarterback right there.
Yeah, he is fucking amazing. He had, like, once he starts scoring, he can't stop. It's, like, too easy for him.
Yeah, and then the 49ers look really fast, man. Those guys, those wide receivers and their running back, those are some fast fucking men. So this Super Bowl is going to be, I would hope it's a shootout between these two teams. It's going to be a fucking good. I hate the 49ers. I don't want them to win. So I'm pulling for the Chiefs. Also, just Mahomes, man. Mahomes plays quarterback so fucking well. And that guy is just launching lasers. Like, he almost plays like a Tom Brady 2.0 in my opinion.
He's like a Tom Brady on every enhancing drug.
Yeah.
For, like, because he's like Tom Brady, except he has like 4 extra seconds to throw the ball because he moves in the pocket the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He always assumes the play is going to go over the time. Unless he throws it quick, he waits like 6 seconds until these fast as fuck wide receivers are doing like 6 different routes. And how can you stay with a wide receiver after they do more than one route? You can't.
And he's
but
got smart legs too. He
that.
doesn't run too much, but like, you know, when he ran it in for a touchdown this most recent game from the 40-yard line, I was just like, okay. But anyways, listen, we're getting off topic here. I want to get back on topic. I'm gonna continue on with the show, Scott. Thank you for calling in, man. And
just wanted to say what's up. I appreciate everything you do, and I will be in the webinars.
You're the man, Scott. Thank you so much. Take care.
Peace.
Scott is the fucking man. Scott's a good guy. I can usually, you know, I've been doing it for all a year. Come tomorrow, I can usually predict like which guys are going to be, you know, above average additions to the community, and yeah, Scott's definitely one of them. And he's a very niche character too, with his dog training abilities. You know, making some good bank too. But anyways, yeah, let's go back to what we're talking about. So yeah. All right, so let's talk about sex, and you know, this is gonna be a little bit more of an advanced subject. You actually have to be having sex, to be getting this stuff. But I'll be educating those who are still in a more developmental phase of their hot dude life, if you will, right? So you have to realize that a big part of why modern women are so just kind of calloused, if you will, when it comes to dating is because they are getting swarmed on every platform, on every social media avenue. They're getting crushed by weaker, lesser beta men because it doesn't take balls to type a message behind a screen that you can press block and have it completely disappear from your existence and reality, right? So these chicks, they're getting bombarded by a bunch of fucking losers all the time, right? 9 times out of 10, right? If your guys got your shit together, believe you me, you can clean up in today's dating market. Now, another thing is this. Let's say out of all of that guys, right, she finds a guy who is okay. The probability of this guy being, you know, good enough for her, like just socially, and then really good in bed, I mean, that right there is a top fucking 5% man, easily. Because just because these guys look good, a lot of guys, they don't know how to be... They don't know how to be freaked. You know, like, okay, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, in my opinion, is guys say, like, I don't eat pussy because that is beta or whatever, right? Or that's submissive to the woman or whatever. Listen, okay, if you want to bring out the feral sexual side of a woman, you can't be walking into the bedroom and like, with a fucking red tape, be like, well, you know, this is okay, this is not okay. You know, we have to sanitize here and stuff. Once you start being like bureaucratic within the bedroom, I mean, half of the fun's already gonna be gone, right? In order to turn these girls out as well, you have to be a little bit of a freak yourself. I know it might be a shocker to some of you guys out there, but I am a little, a bit on the freaky side, right? I like the tying girls up. I like biting them during sex, right? I like, you know, there has to be, there really can't be any rules. I mean, how can I properly word this in such a square ass way? there has to be rules, like, there has to be boundaries, but at the same time, they're kind of you should specify on one time, and then it's kind of an unspoken, and after that, you let it fly, right? But I'm talking about, man, some of these
90
girls.
seconds.
What is this? Oh fuck! You know what? I think I didn't. I gotta change something. Okay, now. Oops. Let me go back here. The Blog Talk guys. If you're gonna call on in. There we go. I modified it. 657-383-1318. If you like the show, you want to make a donation, click on that link right there, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channels. Okay. So, yeah. When you get freaky with a chick, right, you have to realize that this is something that is such a rare feeling in her life, right? It's very hard for her to find a high-value man and have incredible, real freaky sex with her. And if you could bring the freak out of a girl, you'll be getting all sorts of text messages, all sorts of crazy stuff that you would never even thought be possible. I have a friend in Tokyo, right? And like I said, inside he's just, we call him Mac, the day gamer, right? He is a dog. He is a dog, and he is always looking for a bone, right? Just like me. And these girls know what a freak he is. And I've seen these text messages from these chicks who just met him, right? Sending him messages like, oh my God, next time I want you to come inside of me. I want you to fill me up, right? You have to realize, like, when the girls are, like, super freaky, they're also, like, super ready. That means they're really, really in heat at the time, right? Having somebody like deeply sexually interested in you is just really like them really wanting to procreate with you. You got to remember that as well. So that's when they get crazy like that. Like, I remember one time there was this chick, right? I wasn't even trying to seduce her or whatever. She was staying at my my vacation rental, and she kind of came in on me early while I was like wearing like Under Armour and some basketball shorts, like, mopping the floor. And then she came through the front door, and I was just like, God damn, look at this stunner. I was like, there's no way I'll have a chance with her, because I just thought I looked like a bum, whatever. But then she started aggressively making moves on me, right? We get to the point that I could tell she was a freak too. She had these laser tattoo scars because she had these tattoos that were removed from like right above her pussy area. And I remember she was seducing me and telling me to come over, that it was 10 o'clock at night, and she like wanted me to come check her camera. And I was like, okay, I know where this is going. So I, went back to the place, and this girl was a model. She was really fucking hot. I went over, and everything went the way it went. And then, she and we just started like going at it. Like, and I remember when at one point I went down on her, and like, I swear to God, she like put an Altoid in her vagina. Like, her mouth and pussy, there was no difference in the way it tasted, in the way any of it was, supposed to taste like in previous situations. So I remember I went down on her, and then we're making out, and it's visceral, and I'm like, I don't have a condom. She's like, I don't care, just let's do this. And so it's, moment of passion. Don't recommend doing it, obviously, but I'm I'm having sex with her. It's raw, it's hot, it's heavy. And then, in the middle of sex, she's like, just come inside me. Just come inside me. And I was just like, good Lord, you fucking psycho. I'm not coming inside you. But, like I said, when you are able to A, give off this masculine energy, and then B, be able to deliver high-quality sexual experience, right? These chicks lose their fucking mind. And what happened was, I found out a couple days later that she was married, and her husband was coming to stay with her at the vacation rental, but she lied to me and said it was her brother, right? So like I said, when these girls smell it on you and they're a little bit of a freak themselves, like, and you have game and you're socially aware, there's situations like this you can happen. I had no idea she was married. I didn't have a single fucking cent of it. And that's what happens. When you're going to be having sex with these chicks, right? The quickest way to get a chick addicted to you is through high quality sex, right? And remember, high quality sex is not just the physical. Just physical sex, I mean, you can get her hooked on you, but the best way is to get her hooked on you emotionally and sexually. Okay, once she's emotionally and sexually addicted to you, it's game over. She is yours until either of those things dry up, right? Typically, when you're having a 80% of what gender says they are single when asked in a par? Female. Interesting. Christian Martin says, wanted to pick your brain when the women you are dating casually says, you're difficult to read or I can't read you. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That is a good thing. A predictable man is a boring man, and a boring man is a man no woman wants to be around. 347, we're going to bring you on the air. 347, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, John? How's it going?
Just chilling. Who's this?
It's John P. from the chat. I'm also in webinars. I've been a shadow watcher, but it's been great shit so far. But this topic had me wanting to call in because I wanted to ask a quick question.
Sure. Let's hear it.
Yeah, because just like you're talking about, freaky women. And I was asking, I wanted to ask, is it a red flag if you can bring out that freaky side of a woman relatively fast? I only asked because I was recently on Hinge, talking to this girl in Match, it was going good, teasing, and then within 48 hours, she's calling me daddy, telling her how she's supposed to be a little slut, all this wild shit. So,
where'd you meet her?
I don't think, I'm on Hinge. I know it's a red flag, dating app, Hinge.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's probably
right,
a freak
but
if she's coming out the shell without you guys even fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't even met the chick yet. I'm still trying to figure out logistics. And she's telling me just, she'll be my little slut, how I can fuck her whoever, take it when I want it. And she's attractive. Mm-hmm. But I don't think, I don't consider myself like a fucking game god or whatever. I'm getting good. But is it a red flag when you can bring it out of a girl that fast? That was my question.
I mean, look, you're on a fucking dating app. Do you want to have sex or not? The only guys, red flags are also green flags because the more red flags she has, the more likely she's gonna have sex with you faster and easier. And you can't be running around like, oh, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that. Be smart. But I'm a fan of red flags. Let's see a girl with a bunch of tattoos, daddy issues, smoke cigarettes. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking her tonight for sure. So I mean, I celebrate when I see those.
Yeah.
I'm smart enough and aware enough to keep myself protected, but you should be as well. You know what I mean?
Of course. I guess it was more so a question. Just I wanted your feedback on that. But thanks so much, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Call in anytime.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the webinars.
All right,
Peace.
Take care, John. See ya. Hell yeah. Guys, fucking don't be afraid of these girls. You guys are a bunch of pussies. Don't be afraid. Oh my God, it's a red flag. Run. What you gonna do? Just be smart about it. But fucking hey, man, red flags. It means that sex is coming soon. Oh man, I'm a fan of them. You don't lock down a red flag, or you don't give a red flag leverage over you. That's a big thing. Okay. Let's see. So when she makes up a fake scenario, what would you do if do not answer? Or you can answer and be like give a ridiculous answer. Sometimes my girl asks me, she's like, "Do you love me?" And I look at the calendar. I'm like, I don't know. Let's see, what day is it? Monday. Yeah, Monday's okay. I could love you today, and. She's like, oh my God, what do you mean? Rah! Right? Because they're asking these questions because they want an emotional spike. Okay, they want to feel something. So never take them seriously. I never take them serious. One time, my girl tried to give me some business advice. She's like, what I think you should do with your business? I was like, go ahead and entertain me with today's comedy. And she told me, I was like, yeah, that's good. That's real good. I'll get back to you on that one. But I mean, you can't take them seriously. That's another thing. You guys take them too seriously. They ask you like a logical question. You're like, oh, how am I going to come to a logical conclusion about this? Don't even. They don't even merit a proper response. You know what I mean? Come on now. Josh Constanza with the valuable commentary says, fuck her right in the pussy. Red flags equal green flags. Yeah, man. Red flags equals green light. You're good to go. Dating apps for fucking, not vetting. Yeah, exactly. No, the red dating apps specifically should be like, okay, if she's from a dating app, that's already a red flag, and that means I can't keep her, right? So what I'm saying is, how do you want to give a girl a good sexual experience? Well, you have to set the tone, right? A big part of it is it is emotional, getting into her head before, right? Like a lot of guys, they say sometimes, I don't write too much on my dating profile or my dating bio, whatever, right? Because it's not alpha or whatever. Okay, whatever the fuck do I want to say? That is true for some situations, for sure, and it is very valid information. But one way to attract girls that are deeply mentally into you is if you write a longer dating profile, and you make the bio very personable, and very seductive, kind of like telling a story about yourself in a sexy way. What you like, what you enjoy. There should be ebbs and flows to it. There should be points where you talk to the reader in it, right? And when you write these like very emotional, not emotional in like a weak kind of repelling way, but like a sexually compassionate male bio, there's a certain breed of girl that reads everything and then they write you like, I read your entire profile, and that right there is really what I'm looking for. And they read your profile, and then they usually say something back to you about the profile specifically that they liked, like a certain story, where you said you cook waffles. I thought that's amazing. I love waffles. My grandma used to make them. Blah blah blah. Right? When they start to open up like that, Jack, what's up, buddy? This is a green light. This is them telling you like, I have taken your snare to an extent, and she has opened herself up. And that's when you continue that sexually seductive and emotionally seductive conversation style that you wrote in your biography through the chat, right? There is, it's been done. I've done it tons and tons and tons and tons of times, right? And typically when you seduce them through the text, then depending on the girl, you can usually seduce them straight over to your house, right? Because they feel so emotionally connected to you already through the text messaging. And typically that text messaging, and if you factor in some calls, like a video call, but honestly, the best, video call if you want to make sure she's not ugly. And then audio call is the best because she has to focus only on your voice. And if you have like a deep, sexy voice, or like my buddy, every time a girl called, he would like lower his voice, like, oh, hey, what's up, girl? Oh, I'm just lifting these weights. And then you get off, he'd be like, whoa, I'm going to fuck the shit out of this girl. But, he would lower his voice and be more sexually seductive when they called. So if you can get that, get into her ear and continuously escalate the seduction through your bio to the chat to having a conversation on the phone, and then if you're real slick Rick, then you start asking her, well, what are you wearing? How does it feel? Yeah, are you happy to talk to me? How does your body feel now that you're talking to me? And then you can be like, wow, you can kind of playfully sexually escalate. Be like, are your, you could be like, are your nipples hard? How are you feeling right now? Is it cold in your room? Oh, don't you wish I was there to warm you up? And if she's sexually interested in you, she'll start dancing verbally with you as well. And then by the time you meet, it's just a race to rip each other's clothes off because she's sexually aroused, you're sexually aroused. And that's a huge precursor right there to having some good sexual success, right? Because you're already mentally stimulating her. You can have the most vanilla sex ever, but because she's so mentally stimulated, she's just it's going to be good for her no matter what, right? That's a big thing about getting into their mind. The second half is if you can deliver mind-blowing sex on top of the mental seduction, now you got yourself a stalker, right? And now this is when she becomes super compliant. This is when she is willing to do tasks for you, submit to you, dress a certain way, prepare food for you, massage you, the whole 9 yards, right? So that's the second half of it. Let me go check out what you guys are saying in the chat real quick. Says, unless you're wrapping your rumber and flushing and taking it with you, you are gambling. NHL sent out memo a long time ago telling guys do this. Oh, I need some references to look at, says Scott. For what? Rev up the hamster wheel. Daniel says, if you have the frame, you can ask these bitches to get tested. Absolutely. Absolutely, Daniel. Are you joking me? If you're in a position where she wants to come after you and you're like, look, we can do this, but you have to get tested. What you're saying is like, I don't want to be infected by your dirtiness. That's really what you're telling to the girl. And like most guys would fuck a girl, like, you got AIDS, fuck it, I'll risk it, But if you really put a line in the sand, you'd be like, yo, like, I don't know, bitch. Like, you might have the fucking HIV or whatever. You got to get a test. It's a shit test. It's a male shit test, first of all, which is really good. And B, it shows her that you have, boundaries and standards. Those are two things. Okay. Good question, Daniel. Infinity Gear says striptease is my favorite. Those are good. First thing my main plate says after getting piped, what can I make you to eat? Oh yeah. I remember I was piping my girl down one time and I was fucking the shit out of her. It's hilarious. And then it's so funny, like when you pipe them down, as soon as she was done, she was turning around, she's like, giving me a hug. She's like, I love you. I'm like, yeah. I'm sure you love me. I love you too. Right? They conflate high quality sex with love. We got another caller on the air. Let's bring him on.
Hey, John.
410. What it is?
Hey, it's Brett.
What's up, Brett?
I just wonder. Yeah, I wonder your opinion on like should a guy should we have like one round of vanilla sex before we ask if we could if dirty shit's cool?
You should never ask if dirty shit's cool in the first place.
Or talk about if what I like to do.
What do you like to do? Let's talk about how nasty you are first of all.
I like to choke chicks.
Okay.
I like to choke, slap tits, I like to tie up sometimes, but really my regular in regular sex is choke chicks, and I've just done it a couple times, chicks, and once this chick was she's like, you're lucky I like that, because if I didn't like that, you'd be in jail,
Oh God, where do you live? Where is this occurring?
I'm close to DC.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's fucking shitty woman central. Personality wise, at least, the ones that want to get all fucking legal with you. Yeah. Typically, I mean, if I am gonna choke a bitch, I'm just during the sex, I'll be hitting it from missionary, and I'll just slightly slide my hand up, and then just they feel where it's going, and they'll feel the pressure increasing. But it's always I would say, um, yeah, you can either do it, or if you're gonna ease them into it, you have to have a conversation later for sure. But it's not like, hey, do you mind if I strangle the shit out of you when we're having sex? More of the lines of like, hey, are you into like kinky stuff, or like, what are you into? It's never a bad thing to bring up that conversation because, like I said, man, girls like kinky sex too, dude.
Yeah, but I've heard coaches say, don't talk about sex at all until you've had sex. So I didn't know if that was like, oh well, just like have like one round of like bullshit vanilla, and then you're cool to talk about it or whatever.
Huh. No, I would say like
Such bad advice.
I don't. Anytime like I said, anytime you have to like this is a sign of guys who really don't understand women. Anytime you decide like you need to sit down and have a logical conversation with a woman, I mean you're already kind of, you're already one step behind in my opinion. You just got to do it, and
Gotcha.
and you can make a slick remark about it too. You can be like, well, are you into kinky stuff? What are you into? Like, have you ever tried? You can always ask them like indirectly, like this, like, have you ever seen 50 Shades of Grey? Right? Have you seen 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
I've not watched the movie. No.
No, you should go watch it. Did you get it?
But I know what that's all about. Yeah.
All you motherfucking dudes should get out there and watch that movie so you can understand why this thing is so like mind-blowingly popular on a global aspect to all women, right? A lot of you guys think that you got to remember that the number one genre of book being purchased is fucking romantic novels read by women. That's still a huge genre out there.
True that.
Yeah, so you have to get into their mind. But then just if in that situation, you either do it or you just bring it up, right? I mean, you don't fucking go full Undertaker chokeslam on her the first round. I wouldn't advise that. Don't be chokeslamming bitches through the fucking Spanish announcer table. But it's easy to just kind of either slowly go into it or just have the convo. That's fine too. But like you got to be slick with the convo.
All right. Thanks, bro.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself. What a cool guy. Let's see. Let's just lean your body weight into her diaphragm and see how she reacts to not being able to breathe normally. You motherfuckers are funny. I'm not a big fan of choking a bitch. I remember one time this girl, I think I told this story. I don't know if I told it on my show or in the webinars. It's all big blur these days. Webinar time is just me sitting in front of the camera like 6-7 hours a day. But it's good time. It's really good time. Everybody gets a lot from it. Yeah, so like there's one time I was with this chick and we were doing it and she was talking shit to me. She was like, I want you to hit me. I was like, no, you don't. And she was like, yeah, hit me. And I was like, bitch, you must. I'm not one of these skinny little fucking hipster nerd gene guys you've been banging. Like, I've got fucking mean right hook. I'll put a motherfucker down with my right hook, lady. And she's like, hit me. So I remember I cocked back and I slapped the fucking Christ out of her. She was so shocked because I don't even know how like to hit, how hard, whatever. So I was like, I'll just fucking smack the shit out of this bitch. She's telling me to hit her, I'll hit her. And then I cocked back again and I smacked the shit out of her because I liked hitting her the first time. It was like erotic. I was like, yeah, I was having sex and I was like hitting her. It was really, I was into it. And then I cracked her again the second time. She's like, okay, that's enough. Just hit my ass. And I flipped her over and just started smacking the shit out of her ass while pounding it from behind. So, yeah, that's how it's done. That's just like, that's what I'm saying. And what do you think? Do you think she fucking hit me up again for round 2? Of course she did. Yeah, I told her during the webinar. That's right. Oh man. So Yeah, being freaky is it's great, man. Listen, I'm telling you, here's some nasty stuff. Like, yeah, it has to be inside of you, right? It has to be fairly there. So like for me, like sometimes I'll just like get the instinct, like I just want to fucking, eat a girl out, and so I'll go down and I'll just start eating her out, and her vagina juice. You usually want to if I'm gonna get real nasty with a girl, here's a pro tip for you guys. If I want to get real nasty with a girl, I'll make sure to take a shower with her first, and I'll wash her down. I will put soap on her vagina. I will wash that pussy clean. I will wash those titties. I'll wash under her arms. I'll wash her neck. I'll wash her good. I typically will wash her, and then I'll make her wash me, right? And, because we're about to get nasty. Then that's when you jump into the bed. And then that's where I'll dive face first into her pussy because I know that shit's clean. And I will, lick up and down her labia, get into the clitoris, lick the clitoris while fingering her at the same time, right? Making her, make sure you're hitting the G spot as well as you're doing that. If you're fingering her, hitting the G spot, and licking her clit at the same time, and then you're doing all that stuff, and then you go up to her and you start kissing her with all her vagina juice all over your mouth, like I'm telling you that's like some fucking super super freaky shit that they don't experience. And like not all girls are gonna like it because some girls are just prudes during sex no matter what, but the ones that are down, man, these girls are gonna be like, yo, fucking put this motherfucker on speed dial. Like I am saving this nasty fucking dude's phone number at the top of my list because you're going to be her go-to sex guy, right? Even if you're a complete fucking scumbag and like you don't have your shit together, right? You're a bum, but you can lay down pipe and she's like likes you emotionally. Man, these girls will rationalize fucking anything for a guy like that. Any fucking thing. Let me go back to the chat here. Aaron, what's up, buddy? Aaron, oh man, I'm not even gonna say it. Aaron, you're a good guy for meeting up with Brent. Aaron says all women like to be choked. I give vanilla sex for lackluster general behavior. Will withhold sex for poor behavior. Will reward good behavior with choking. Yeah, you see, that's some top level man shit right there. You see, what's funny is I hear a lot of guys complaining like, oh, my wife won't have sex with me and this and that. I'm on the other side of the fence. Like, she's lucky if she gets sex from me. That's like that, and I do it just as like, to an extent, like I said, he's doing it as a power move. And, men, we can withhold sex too. And you're thinking that she's just going to run off and bang another dude. I mean, eventually down the road, is that a possibility? Yeah, but if she's emotionally invested in you, no, she's not, because she wants to fucking be with, the guy that makes her, it hits all those emotional buttons. Okay? Let's see. Break out the buffing wheel and carnauba wax. Shine that shit up nice. A lot of girls forget to wash their ass, says Waldemar. I just connected to a Bluetooth speaker behind the bar in the hub I'm in. Everybody just heard you about eating pussy. Oh, my God. That's funny. That's real funny. Let's see. All women are subs, but too many betas out there that give good pipe. Yes, exactly. Mo, what's up, Mo? I saw you writing something earlier about MMA. Yeah, I saw the Conor McGregor fight. Kind of looked great. Cerrone folded quickly, though. I don't know. It seemed a little suspect. Seemed a little suspect to me. Yeah, Jorge Masvidal is wearing my robe. He saw me. He sent me text messages like, yo, listen, can I wear that robe? Need to represent the hot dude life. And I was like, anything for you, Jorge. Anything for you. Same thing. McGregor wore this robe. I'm just, the Versace Poppy is just setting trends across the board. Scott says Cerrone's punch drunk. I don't know. I don't know. It was a bad fight. It was terrible. The BMF was stupid title fight that ended poorly. This fight ended in 40 seconds. You know, it's like, I don't know. I just, I don't know, lackluster. Lackluster, that's what I would say. I watched it, but lackluster. Lackluster indeed. So we were talking about, you know, eating her out and fingering her at the same time, doing some messy stuff. Now, some of you motherfuckers out there got some sexual fetishes out there. Like my buddy Mac, for some reason, I don't know why, but he loves eating these girls' asses out. He loves licking their assholes. He gets off on it. He just loves the asshole. He loves licking these girls' butts, right? And I said, you know, and it's, think about it too. The average person is not into that, but this is a tool in your sexual armory, if you will, right? He does it all the time, and it just opens the doors for all these, you know, sexual gateways to happen, right? There's a guy I know too, is that he would finger a girl. Sometimes I would do this. You know, you finger her with these two fingers, and then you take your thumb and you put it in her asshole, right? That way you're penetrating her from two different areas. And when you do that stuff, you know, it's the weird sexual feeling too. You know, so like I said, there's so many ways to turn a bitch out, because the sexual aspect is, it's so underutilized. Let's bring another call on the air here. We got 610 calling in. 610, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Who dis?
Hey, good morning, John. This is Aaron. How are you, sir?
Oh, good morning, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. I just thought I'd call in and share a little bit of my primer.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's a good word for it, isn't it? My primer on how I get a girl's addicted. You know, like things that I do to them, things that I won't do, things that I see them doing to me, or body language from them, subconscious and nonverbal signals that tell me I know I've got this girl hooked. Okay. Without going into super long explanation, but it's a couple of rules of three. You know, like IOIs. More than three IOIs, more than three questions directed at me. You know, three or more. All right, I already know that girl's step one, like part way there. You know, or three or more like body language cues, right? And then when it comes to actual dates, you know, if we'll just take it straight to sex, like 3 times, if I sleep with a girl 3 times or more, right, I watch her body language after each time, and I wait and I see, like, what I'm looking for from her is during sex, like, I'm looking for that eye contact. You know, like, I want her to look at me, and then when I look back at her, like, God, I just absolutely penetrate the shit out of her brain with my look. Like, while I'm fucking, it's a must. Like, I absolutely send, like, laser beam fucking penetrating the deepest, darkest parts of your psychopathic fucking soul with my eyeballs, like, while I'm slamming around, you know? And, like, after the 3rd time, if I can get it to the 3rd time, you know, the body language after, you know, if I get that girl afterwards, because it does happen every time, where they lay their head in that little soft spot crook of your shoulder and chest, where you have to take your arm and, like, put it around their body, and they kind of, like, once I have them, observe them do that 3 times, like, lay their head into that secure man chest of mine, right? Then I know they're starting to rely on my stability. They're starting to rely on my emotional stability, they're starting to lean on my masculinity. They're starting to extract my masculine utility value out of me post-sex, right? And once I start to see that they do that, then the whole script gets flipped. That's when I start tying them around my fingers, and that's when I start pulling all kinds of strings, and you will do this, you will do that, you will either do this, or, oh, well, what if I don't? Well, very simple. I just get to be one more notch in your repertoire, and you become less marketable in the sexual marketplace. Like, so you're either going to stay with me and do what I tell you, or I just made a bigger slut out of you. Not a fucking problem. You choose. That's all I got, my guy.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff,
That's
man.
how you develop harems. That's how you develop harems and keep the girls. In my opinion. Let you go. I'll see you in the webinars.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for thanks for having your say there. Yeah, that's definitely good stuff. The eye contact. This is really, like I said, this is very advanced level stuff, and I'm not surprised Aaron called in during this session. But yeah, like the thing is, you can get deeply into her mind if you're staring into her eyes while you're having sex, and you're giving her all these positive, good emotions, and you can start saying stuff and subtly influencing her. I mean, there's a lot of power to be said about being on the other side of the coin as a man. And I don't want to say weaponizing your sex, but using your sex and your sexual abilities as leverage, because a lot of guys think it's all one side of the coin, right? But there's men have advantages in the dating world too as well. You got to realize one of the biggest advantages men have is after we have sex with a girl, like our desire for her is extremely lower. As for the woman, when after they have sex with us, typically, if she's not damaged and the sex was occurring in a healthy way, she's gonna want you more after you have sex. And yeah, Mike says, it's so true. Mike says women weaponize their sex every day. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I love it. All right, listen, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary award show. I'm giving out awards to members of the audience. You're going to want to see this. It's going to be best students from quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 body language mastery, hot dude of the year, young, kind of like, I got to figure out the title, young hot dude of the year, breakout content producer from the audience. We're gonna do the whole 9 yards. So it's gonna be a good one. Come on down tomorrow for the 1-year anniversary show. It has been 1 fucking year. Can you believe it? So until then, we'll see you guys next time.